Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm super happy you're here. I am so excited about today. Madam Glam reached out to me. They were so kind. Let me pick out a few polishes. They are vegan-free, cruelty-free, palm oil-free, 21-free, and HEMA-free. This is the beautiful packaging. I did already rip off the front tag, but this is it. So you can find them on Instagram, Twitter, X, Facebook, and YouTube. So this is what they sent me: a no wipe top coat, a base coat, this beautiful color, which is late lecture, this beautiful red fall color, which is debate team, and this gorgeous cat eye, which is prom queen. They are all beautiful. They did let me go in and pick a few, which I'm super grateful about. I'm so glad they reached out to me. I have never tried their gels, so this is my first experience with their gels. I have used their velvet matte top coat for years. It is by far one of my favorites. So here we go. We're going to get these swatches done. I'm going to do 2 coats pretty quick. I'm not going to, lollygag about this, hopefully. But I was so impressed. It's literally like butter. It is so smooth. It self-levels better than pretty much any gel I think I've ever used. The quality is outstanding. And I promise I'm not saying that because they sent them to me. I get nothing from that. I just get the product to show off to you guys. So this one is late lecture. It very much resembles the swatch on the top of the jar, which I absolutely love, because then when I go to grab a color, I know exactly what I'm getting. This one is debate team. It is beautiful, perfect transition into fall, which is why I picked this color. And again, it just goes on so smooth, so nice, and it just, the self-leveling is amazing. I am obsessed. This is the second layer. This color was so opaque. One layer would have been fine. There's no reason I needed to do a second layer other than maybe just habit, and that's just what I do. So they did send me a code for you guys to use. It is Jill35. You can get 35% off your entire order. There will also be a link that I will put with these. Well, I will put in the description box somewhere. I don't know where yet, but it will be in the description box. This is the gorgeous cat eye prom queen. Oh, obsessed. Anyway, the link will take you directly to the coupon code. So you won't have to put in anything, and you want to click the pay as you go option. So I really hope you guys do some shopping, because these gels are absolutely amazing. Highly, highly recommend. I so want to get more. I want to sign. They have an amazing VIP program. I don't know the details about it, so I'm sure if you go to their website, you can look into it. I'm going to go to their website and look into it to get a little more information. But that looks like a very good program from everything I've heard. If I could financially afford it right now, I would do it in a heartbeat, because I want all the Madam Glam gels after using these. And spoiler, the top coat, I mean, the base coat is base coat, so I don't really have anything to say specifically about that. It worked really well, but the top coat is chef's kiss. Fabulous. Love the top coat. So I am just magnetizing this so that you guys can see the effect, and it is beautiful. So that was Prom Queen. So these are the 3 colors that they sent me. Again, thank you so much, Madam Glam. And again, the code to save off your entire order, if you want to do some shopping, is Jill35. That will save you 35%. If you click on the link that I will share in the description box, it will take you straight to that without you having to enter the code, from what they told me. So give it a shot. Get some gels. These are beautiful. Highly recommend all 3 of these colors. So let's get into the nails. I did do some full cover tips on my left hand, which is the hand that I'm going to be painting, so that I can use my dominant hand to do my painting. I was going to do my right hand too, but at the end of the day, I did not have time to do both. So I figured I would do this one and then do the next one the next day or something. It's now a few days later and I still haven't done it, but such is life. So I am doing debate team, which is the red color, on the pinky and the pointer. And then I'm going to do late lecture, which is the pink color, on the ring finger, the middle finger, and the thumb. And then we're going to do some really pretty nail art. Again, the smoothness of this, I want to say it's just smooth like butter. I don't know that butter would actually go on your nails this smooth. I feel like that's not really a good analysis or comparison, sorry. But it is very, I mean, it's just so smooth. Like, I don't think I've experienced a gel this smooth, and I'm literally obsessed. So I'm going to let you guys watch. This will only take a few minutes for me to get the first and the second layer on, and then we will get into the nail art. I am going to do a matte top coat on all the pink nails, because the pink nails are the nails that I'm going to do the nail art on. So they will all get a matte top coat, and then the pointer and the pinky will get a shiny top coat, so I can get that out of the way now. I do also want to say, I made a mistake here. I'm going in with the pink, and then it hits me right there. I'm like, oh, well, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So I am just removing that, and probably removing a little bit of the sticky from the base coat. But at the end of the day, these are just going to get popped off rather quickly so that I can move on to more content and more nails. So I wasn't really worried about it kind of messing with the mani. It's not like I wear these for 3+ weeks, so it wasn't really an issue, but that was definitely a brain fart. I was like, oh, what am I doing? I am going to cure the first layer of all of these for 60 seconds before we get into the second layer. And I believe that, I'm not sure. I was going to say I do my thumb off camera, but I actually did not. I did it on camera. So there you go. So again, when I get done with the second layer and we get into the nail art, I will be back. I'm going to take a quick short break. Also, really quick, I apologize for the noise in the background. My dog was chewing on a bone. I think she has since stopped, but if you hear it again, it's just her chewing on her bone, and I don't want to discourage her from doing that. It's actually really good for her. So I do apologize for the noise. Can't do much about it unless I leave this area or make her stop, and I'm not going to do that. So again, I apologize. I will be back. Okay, so we've got our velvet matte top coat and our glossy top coat. I did the pinky and the pointer in the glossy and the other three nails in the matte. I did do it off camera. Technically I did it on camera, but I edited it out just to kind of like take some unnecessary stuff out. You will see me do a finished top coat on all the matte nails at the very end once we do the art. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I don't do this often, often enough, because I did struggle a little bit with the lines. So I'm gonna do kind of a flannel pattern. Is that what it's called? Shoot, I honestly don't know what it's called, but I wanted a fall look. So I'm going to do some lines, and that's going to be whatever you interpret it as. I think of like a flannel. Not really a flannel, though. That actually doesn't make a lot of sense. Somebody tell me in the comments, please, what this is called, because I know it's not a flannel nail. That doesn't even make any sense. But I can't think of what it's called. So if someone in the comments would kindly tell me, that would be awesome. So I'm going to do some lines on my nails to give it a certain look. Fill in the blanks. Again, I do cure as I go. So when I get a line that I'm like, okay, I'm happy with that line is straight as I'm gonna get it and it looks good, I cure it, flash cure it for 15 seconds so it does not go anywhere, so that when I wipe off the next line that I'm inevitably gonna have to wipe off because I kept making mistakes, I don't have to start over every single time. That would have been so bad. So I'm glad that I decided to do that because, well, again, I struggle with lines and I just haven't been doing this kind of art long enough to really be like first try, bam, done. So especially the lines across, like the line going from top to bottom was relatively easy. That was pretty much one try. I did have to kind of fix a little bit of it, but it was one try. So yeah, this one I think I got okay the first time, or at least okay in my head. And I am going to magnetize it so it kind of like makes it shine and pop. This one I struggled with far more than you guys are going to see because I had to edit out a lot of the struggle, because otherwise we would have been here watching me do one line for, I don't know, 35 minutes. It was crazy. I don't know why this one was so hard. So just know that I ended up wiping this one off more times than well, I guess I didn't show any of the times. Probably 10 times. Like it was brutal. It was so brutal. So I think I can't remember if I magnetize it and then I'm like, ew, I don't like this line, and then I redo it, or if this was the final cut and I just skipped to it. Either way, this was a struggle. I guess that was it. Boom. Okay. That was so easy. I got that first try. Can you guys believe it? Definitely not. Okay, and then I'm going to do a French tip on this nail. Originally, like when I was like doing some just tests to see what it looked like, I had mixed the red and the cat eye together, and it kind of gave the red a gold shimmer, and it was beautiful. I did take it out just because I really wanted the red to shine a little bit more on its own, because as it is right now, I only have the red on the pinky nail, and then the pointer finger is the red with the cat eye over it. So that kind of takes away from highlighting the red. And I do highlight the other two colors a lot in this mani. So I was like, you know what? We're going to leave it the plain red because I really want to highlight how beautiful and fall inspired this color is. And I just loved it. And this mani could have easily gone like very Valentine-y with the red and pink. But pulling that gold into this set, also the nail art that I did, I think primarily on the ring finger with the lines, whatever that's called, I think really made it stand out as not Valentine-y at all, and definitely more fall inspired, or at least that's my view on it. Someone else may think differently, but that's kind of the way that I saw it, is that right there really pulled it and made it look more fall. And I am going to do some more art on the pointer and the thumb. These are just really simple little leaves. I did definitely struggle. Like this part's easy. It's the line right here that I struggle with. A lot of times I made it just a little bit too thick, and so I had to go in and redo it. And because nothing is flash cured, because I really can't do that until I get the whole thing done, I had to start over a lot. I don't believe that I show any of that just because, again, it just takes a lot of time. Um, and I want you guys to see how to do it. But I guess part of that is to see how not to do it. But a lot of it was just more just making the line too thick. Or when I would go to pull the leaves out to make them look a little bit pointy on the ends, I would mess up and like my brush would like swerve out of control and it would just make a huge mess. And so then I didn't have a choice but to start fresh. Yeah. So this is actually pretty easy. Again, the hardest struggle for me was just getting the line from here, like this line right here, nice and thin and in a way where it looked really good. And then I'm just pulling the leaf into the, I guess, stem, as you know, that was what it would be. And yeah, and then just pulling the corners of the leaves out. Some of them, because they were really skinny, I was just making them look a little bit more plump. So yeah, this was relatively easy. This was much easier than the lines were. I will say that much, but it wasn't as easy as I make it look. Just for full disclosure, it definitely had to wipe off and redo a couple times. It wasn't like first, some of them, I mean, some of them were like, okay, I got it the first try, but there was a couple that I had to wipe off. Anyway, I am really trying to get out of my comfort zone when it comes to nail art and just doing a lot more on my own versus, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going anywhere away from stickers, stamps, and decals. I love all of the above, and I'm going to continue using them because they do something that I will never be able to do no matter how hard I try. But I do want to get better at doing my own nail art for simple stuff. I'm not going to be a portrait painter or anything on my fingers. The people that do that are insanely talented. And I'm not saying that I'm not talented. I'm just not that talented. With practice, maybe I could do some of, no, just no. We're just going to stick to easy stuff, plant life. If it's a plant or a bug, I will attempt it. Or a shape. Anything else? Yeah, no. I don't think so. Unless it looks really easy. But every time something looks easy and I try it, I'm like, "Ooh, that's not easy. Why do they make that look so easy?" And I guess I'm doing the same thing right now. I'm like, "Oh, look at this. First try every time." That's simply not the truth. I definitely struggled. I struggled more on this particular one than any other one, and I think that's because I'm going over the red, so it's really hard to see. But at the end of the day, I finally said, "You know what? That is good enough." And I'm going to live with it because none of this is supposed to be perfect. It's just not. It doesn't need to be plant life. If you look out at plants, leaves, any of the stuff, flowers, it's not perfect. It's not perfectly symmetrical. They're not perfectly like each petal, each leaf is never the same as the other one. So being different is okay. It's fine. So I'm going to flash cure this. Sorry, I'm going to magnetize this and then I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds once I'm happy with the magnetization. Oh no, the magnetize. Once I'm happy with how it looks after I magnetize it. There we go. Gonna get these top coated and that will be the finished look. And I'm really happy. This one definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone with those lines and even the leaves. That's not something that I have done a lot. You can look back at any of my videos and you're not going to see a lot of this or much of this at all because usually like for something like this, I will use a stamp, but I really wanted to highlight this gold. I think it looked really pretty over the pink. I think it looked really pretty over the red. I think these colors complemented each other very nicely. And again, if you haven't tried Madam Glam yet, sorry, I was putting on a base coat first. Now I'm doing the top coat. So sorry. I did fail to mention that. But if you have not tried Madam Glam, after this, I'm like kicking myself for not trying them sooner. These gels are so smooth. and so creamy, and I absolutely love them. Cannot wait to get my hands on some more. Again, thank you so much, Madam Glam, for reaching out to me and giving me a chance and a shot at trying your products. I love them. Again, if you guys want to save on your orders, click on the link. It will take you right to the coupon code, or and hit the pay as you go option, or you can just off your entire order put in the coupon code Jill35 and you will save 35%, which is huge. Most companies at that's a very good discount. Highly recommend going and checking them out. Drop me a comment, let me know what you guys think of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a like if you did. It helps my channel so much. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.